I don't remember launching. I don't remember strapping into the pilot seat. But I remember waking up to silence. No chatter on comms. No flicker of warning lights. Just a deep hum of fusion cores somewhere beneath the deck plates, purring like a slumbering beast. This wasn't my ship. I know my ship. The Everlight is a rusting orbital tug retrofitted with thrusters 2 decades too old and AI barely smart enough to tie its own bootlaces. But this ship was massive, sleek, advanced, a predator disguised as a machine, and it was drifting. I stumbled out of the cryo chamber, my body aching from the freeze, my breath fogged against the cool air. The gravity was artificial but steady. No spin, no rumble, like a spaceborne cathedral. My name is Juno, salvage operator, born in the Kuiper ruins. I've pulled tech from derelict satellites and stripped ancient war hulks orbiting dead moons. But I've never seen anything like this. The walls pulse with soft orange light. Not quite human design, but close. Familiar enough to feel eerie. Organic curves shape the hallways. Symbols lined the walls in a language I couldn't read, but it danced like it was meant to be felt rather than understood. Something about this ship wasn't just alien. It was alive. I reached what looked like a bridge, a long semicircular chamber with an obsidian viewport showing the world below, Earth or a version of it. But the continents were wrong, twisted. The oceans too shallow, the clouds too thick. Either it wasn't Earth or it wasn't my Earth. Where am I? I whispered. The ship answered, not in words, in images. A burst of memory not my own bloomed inside my skull. Millennia of journeys across star clusters. First contact with primitive species. Something that felt like sorrow and war. I dropped to my knees, retching, not from nausea, from overload. The ship had spoken directly into my mind, and it recognized me. When I finally stood, I found myself moving with purpose I didn't understand. The ship seemed to guide my feet, lighting hallways before me, sealing doors behind me, not trapping me, protecting me. I reached a chamber filled with transparent canisters, each glowing faintly. Suspended in viscous fluid were beings, tall, lithe, six-limbed, skin like polished stone. Their faces weren't human, but not entirely alien either. One canister was empty. That's when the truth snapped into focus. This wasn't a derelict. It was an ark, and I had been placed in the body of something or someone else. I ran, panicked, slipping down the glowing hallways, turning corners that bent in impossible angles. The ship responded with pulses of light meant to calm me. I ignored them. Eventually, I reached an observation deck. Through the glass was a view of the stars I couldn't name. Constellations out of order. Galaxies scattered like spilled glitter. How long had I been out? How far had we gone? I heard the voice again, not in my ears, but inside my bones. Deep, gentle. You were dying. We gave you another chance. I turned slowly. No one was there, but the ship was listening. You were chosen, not just saved. You are the bridge. They call themselves the Karithi, a race on the brink of extinction, caught in a war not of their making. Their minds were vast, collective, but not a hive. Their consciousness could drift across space, seeking vessels strong enough to carry them. Hosts, I wasn't just a passenger. I was a hybrid now. Human soul in an alien shell. The result of an act both merciful and selfish. I felt my new form. Stronger, faster, capable of things I'd never imagined, but also not quite mine. We gave you what your people would not. The voice said, a second life and a purpose. I spent days exploring. The ship taught me, showed me memories of both human and alien history. The Karithi had been watching Earth for centuries. Quiet observers, waiting for someone with nothing left to lose. They found me drifting in a wreck after the last orbital skirmish over Europa. Dead, technically, brain fading, body shattered. So they took me, and now they wanted me to carry a message home. One morning, if you could call it morning in deep space, I found the terminal interface again. The ship's AI pulsed softly, waiting. Set course, I said, to Earth. A pause, a long one, Then the ship responded, "We do not know if your kind will accept you." I looked down at my hands. No longer human. No longer alien. Something new. Then let them fear me. Or follow me. I smiled. Either way, I'm going home.